Got this Acura. Customer comes in, says that she's been charged for a new steering rack and has been charged aligned to specification. There is a lot of side-to-side play coming out of this inner tie rod. See if I can. Looking at the steering rack, it's actually leaking out of both output seals, more so on the passenger side. The alignment is very, very tucked in on the passenger side and very unadjusted on the driver's side. Coming along here, the rack bushing of the steering rack that's been installed is actually a heater hose that's been split and crammed in there to create some sort of cushion. Anytime you buy a steering rack on an aftermarket basis, especially with this particular style, it always comes with new inner tie rods. Now, whether you sell outer tie rods to complete the job and to create a good alignment adjustment and a good long-term repair is up to the shop. These boots are always latched down with a clamp style like this, not baling wire. So what this tells me is that this is not a new rack. We got a lot of side-to-side play if you grab the tire from the 3 o'clock and 6 o'clock position on this tire. You got up and down movement on the actual rack itself. The customer also said that she was charged for a brake bleed, full brake flush, and when you flush a brake system, you actually have to crack these bleeders right here, which I can tell you from my experience that these have not been touched, front and rear. I don't see any residue of any kind of brake fluid or anything like that, and based off of the work I see, I would assume that they weren't the most clean technicians. Also, customer came in with a burnt up transmission fluid condition, misshifting. The shop actually sold them on a transmission service, which is something that speeds up failure of a transmission. My biggest concern is the way that this steering rack is installed. The added cost of aligned to specification, well, this thing's not even tight. And we got up and down movement on the actual rack itself. Not good.